Welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. This is your boy ALW. We are here for Friday Night Fights. Right now, I'm solo. I don't know how long I will be solo. Pardon me, but I'm trying to get my stream to work for Smackdown. I probably shouldn't even be doing these watch-alongs because I almost can never get Smackdown to play properly for me. Mostly because I'm on the West Coast and I can't get a feed on my side, a live one, until 8 p.m. my time. So I'm trying to find another feed. It appears I found one. The show is starting. So, uh, we are here for Friday Night Fights. It is me, your boy ALW again. Thank you if you're new. We appreciate you for choosing. We appreciate you choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network for your watch-alongs. We know you got a lot of options. So, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. It helps a lot. We are going to watch SmackDown, and then CM is going to hopefully come in and join me for Rampage. I keep kind of hoping that maybe Sammy will show up, but maybe not. Miss Anika is working. So if you are here watching with us, please chime in the chat. Love to hear what you have to say as I'm here alone. Any kind of interaction would be wonderful. So look forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know who you're picking in the matches tonight. I don't have any banners. Sorry, I'm unprepared. But right now they are showing a video clip of Roman acknowledging Roman, The Rock acknowledging Roman Reigns and them being in the ring with Cody Rhodes. All the stuff leading up to our night one WrestleMania tag team match between Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. And The Rock proposing the stipulation that if Rock and Roman win, it is a Bloodlines rules match on night two between Cody and Roman for the title, which Roman is obviously very happy about. That's what he'd like to do. He wants it that way. So, Mr. Midlife Crisis. That's what Seth called The Rock. If you're here watching, you're a WWE fan, you like SmackDown. What do you think of The Rock being in the Bloodline story? What do you think of The Rock being back? Let me know in the chat. Love to hear your opinions. Do you like heel Rock? The High Chief, Peter Maivia, is looking down. He's proud. Oh, The Rock's about to tell Cody Rhodes he was a mistake. A little harsh. Aren't you the youngest of three? That's because you were a mistake. Oh. Cody Crybaby looks like he wants to cry. But then instead he slaps the shit out of The Rock. Hey, Dolores. All is well. Just here solo talking to myself. No, I don't know. I assume there's somebody out there listening. At least hopefully there is. Uh, if there is, I apologize that it's just me droning on for an hour or for probably an hour or two all alone. Hopefully someone will come to join me sooner than later. But if not, you get the golden vocal cords of ALW. What more could you ask for on your Friday night? We are in Memphis, Tennessee for this live Friday Night Smackdown. If you smell the show is kicking off with The Rock coming to the ring. If you're joining us on Twitch, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think it's follow. Hit the follow button. We appreciate it. If you're watching us on Twitter, thank you very much. Please feel free to comment there. We'll see them eventually. Right now, I only see StreamYard, but We'll see them eventually, and we appreciate them. The Rock is out here again in another, I'm assuming, Versace sleeveless shirt. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Even if it's on mute and no one can see or hear you. I appreciate the support. I assume Sammy must be at dinner with his sister. He was saying that he might be going to dinner with his sister, and if he was, he wouldn't be here. And asked him earlier if he was going to be here, and he never responded. So I'm assuming he must be at dinner with his sister. What do y'all think about Cody and Seth versus The Rock and Roman on night one? Are you excited for it? Are you looking forward to the match? You think it's going to be a good match? Who do you think wins? Let me know in the chat if you're here with me. The Rock has finally made his way to the ring. He has not started talking yet. He is continuing to pose in the ring at the moment. The Rock is currently talking. This is his doppelganger. I believe he looks exactly like Lord Voldemort right now when he's all clean shaven and has no hair. I know nobody else. Everyone else thinks that mean. Thinks that's mean. That's right. CEO, CEO, CEO. I should have come out with my head painted. I should have came out with my head painted. Had it say CEO on the front. My bald dome. Y'all would have appreciated that. In honor of our CEO, Mercedes Monet. Not our CEO. I guess the CEO, Mercedes Monet, who made her AEW debut on Wednesday's Dynamite at Big Business. I know we're talking about SmackDown. We're watching SmackDown right now, but she did make her debut. If you're here and you want to talk about that, let me know what you thought about that. Talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I thought it was okay. I mean, I didn't have any problem with it. It was pretty classic Mercedes Monet. I thought, she looks like Sasha Banks. I mean, I know she is, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it, she's the same person. I mean, she poses the same way, stands the same way. She looks very similar. I'm probably gonna catch a lot of flack for this, and maybe I shouldn't even say anything. I'm not a huge fan of the hairdo, but that's just me personally. It's a little too busy for me. But what do I know? I'm a fucking 47-year-old dude that knows nothing about nothing. So I'm sure the people that know and are in the end love it. So take what I say always with a grain of salt, of course. But I thought she made a good. I thought she had a good appearance. I thought it was an okay promo. Um, Clearly a babyface promo, so I'm assuming she's gonna be a babyface. Plus, she helped Willow at the end of the night. So even though her and Willow have um, a history and probably should have another match at some point, clearly Mercedes was helped her at the end of Dynamite. So they are at the moment somewhat friendly. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So there you go. So we'll see. I mean, I think that the women's roster needs a boost. I think Mercedes Moné can provide it. Whether you like her or not as a person, she's a solid wrestler and a great promo. So she can only help but bolster that women's roster that does need some help, especially with everybody injured right now. When everyone comes back, it'll be nice and it'll be nice and flush, but right now it's a little thin. So her being there helps a lot. Thunder Rosa coming back helps a lot. Finally, back to Memphis. He's not going to say to Memphis though. He's going to hold the crowd. The Rock's giving his promo. Instead of Memphis, he says home. Home what? Memphis is not your home. You want to have fun tonight? Let's have some fun. The home of the blues, The Rock says. The home of Elvis Presley, the home of the blues. The Rock loves the blues. Oh, The Rock's going to sing a little song. This is going to be a ever since Rock's baby left him. Like he did in the 90s. Let's see, what kind of song are we getting from The Rock here? He's actually got a backup band. He's got 2 live people going to play with them. This is my favorite Rock. Singer-songwriter Rock. Sorry for the silence. I know it's terrible, terrible podcasting, terrible entertainment to have me not say anything, but I got to hear what The Rock has to say. I'll let you know as we go along here what he's saying. This is what's going to happen to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, he says. He's going to check him into the Smackdown hotel. Oh, they're playing like a bluesy, bluegrassy, kind of westerny tune. Your blonde Cody ass and your best friend the clown. I'm going to come to the Smackdown. He's got a picture of himself up there from when he was young with the fanny pack. He says, maybe I'll just beat you with my fanny pack. Mama Rhodes. He said Cody will have no choice but to cry to his mama. You don't want none of this drama. After this drama, something. Didn't hear every single word. Sorry. Here's a little story about how Cody was born. This is historically accurate, he says. The rocks are full. Oh. The drugs and cheap condoms was a bad combination. That's how Cody was born. He wasn't planned. Further compounding on the whole Cody was a mistake riff that he hit him with last week for the first time. Oh, he's got a little song for Seth Rollins too. Wonder why your wife is more popular than you. Nope. The Rock is not rapping. He's singing blues. Ah, talking shit about John Morant because they're in Memphis. Rock laughing at himself. Nothing like laughing at your own jokes. Oh, now he's gonna address the Cody Crybabies. He's talking in between singing at the same. Yeah. Also entitled "Obnoxious and Brash." Hey, hey, you have sex, but you have to pay cash. He is calling them crybaby bitches. Dolores says J News might be solo on Monday for Seeing Stars if she still sounds like a cat. The crowd is chanting Rocky, even though he's a heel. But they like The Rock's performance here. Home of the Blues, they liked Rock's blues song. Now you're just going to talk a little bit longer. Needless to say, we're at what 20 minutes in, and it's been nothing but The Rock. I love The Rock, and that was a great segment, but he had 23 minutes of The Rock last week on SmackDown talking. I understand he's a good talker, he's a good speaker, he's great on the microphone, but anything that goes too long at some point gets a little redundant, has down moments, has more chance for gaffes and fumbles and get in, say what you got to say, and get out. Oh, The Rock's got some sort of drink in the ring. He just showed a clip of Cody slapping him in the face, and now he's shaking his head. No, it's a big deal. I'm excited. I think it's interesting. I think it definitely shows a change in philosophy, a turn in yeah, ideology. So I'm all here for it. You know me, I've complained about WWE being isolationist over the years, and so um, now the more that they're involved with the whole world of professional wrestling, the better. I'm interested to see. It sounds like Shayna Baszler is going to participate in Bloodsport. I don't know who else they're going to send, but no, I think it's good for Bloodsport. It's great for Josh Barnett and his promotion, that's for sure. You get some bigger name, you get some big name WWE people to come over and participate. It definitely lends it some more credibility, more eyes, and all that. Um, like I said, I think it's great for WWE to let these guys do that finally. But for a long time, WWE has acted like they're the only, you know, game on the playground, and they're just not, and haven't even acknowledged that there's other people out there, So um, it's nice, like I said, to see that change in philosophy and ideology. I don't know if that's because Vince is still kind of is basically out. I know he's got voting power and that kind of stuff, and he still owns shares of stock and all that kind of stuff. But for all intents and purposes, having a new ownership group and a new board and so on, I wonder if that's got to have something to do with some of the changing. and philosophy, I imagine. So I'm here for it. I was gonna watch Bloodsport. Anyhow, I have watched them since I think six. I didn't see the first five, but I saw six. I've seen six, seven, eight. I think nine was last year. I think this will be 10. So um, Dolores says, because Bloodsport was whack last year. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it was. I would know that it was whack per se, but um, I you have a vision of what you want to see, and sometimes it doesn't live up to that expectation. So, and Bloodsport was definitely not. It was a little down last year, I think. So, it's an interesting. Bloodsport's a very interesting thing. The first time I watched it, I wasn't too hot on it. I think it was, like I said, this sixth year. I think it was like the sixth one or something they had done. And the first time I saw it, I was like, "What is this?" It's like you want to be real K or pit fighting, but it's not because it's technically kayfabe wrestling, or kayfabe fighting, but with no ropes and no. The environment is weird. The concept's a little weird. You know, obviously, if it was real, just out and out MMA fighting, or just full on, let's just fight with no real kind of rules per se. If you're a street fighter, street fight. If you're a, then let's get it. Then that might be a lot of fun. But it's basically, kayfabe wrestling, but meant to look like real fighting. So there is a little bit of a disconnect. Sometimes it doesn't come off great, but I thought, I think the seventh year, the eighth year was all right. Ninth year, I think last year it was, yeah. I'll watch it again. I do watch it. I like Josh Barnett. Um, last year, I think last year Speedball was on there, so I like Mike Bailey, so I'll watch anything Speedball's on basically. And this year, obviously, if they have WWE people, especially Shayna Baszler, I'll check that out for sure. I'm excited for that. Maybe if you have some more real, actual MMA fighters involved in it, maybe it will. They'll have a better chance of making the kayfabe, fighting look better. Rock wants to know if you can smell what the final boss is cooking. And now he's slowly leaving the ring. Well, that was a half hour of a 2 hour show. I mean, if you're a rock fan, you enjoyed it. He sang us a little blues song that was funny and clever, classic rock. I mean, rock's this is rock in his pocket. He's in his bag. He's very comfortable on a microphone. He's very comfortable being funny. Is he the best promo ever? It's definitely debatable. That's up for discussion. Um, there's a lot of great promos over the years, or guys that can give promos over the years, women that can give promos over the years. So, it's all subjective and a matter of opinion, anyhow. So, um, shoot, my feed just, of course, messed up on me. I hope I'm not a little behind, and I'm got to be a little behind now. But The Rock's making his way up. He's got a weight belt that he made fun of with Cody Rhodes. Oh, now we're backstage with LWO. We've got Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro working out uh, with Santos Escobar. It looks like they're getting ready for a match next. We are going to commercial. While we're at commercial, I'll give you my little spiel. If you're here with us watching Smackdown, we appreciate you choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network for your watch alongs. We know you got a lot of options. If you're here, please chime in the chat. Love to hear from you. Love to interact with you. Sorry, I'm solo tonight. I know you just got my golden vocal cords rambling at you, but it is what it is. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video. It helps a lot. Hit the bell to be notified. We do right now. We drop something every day of the week for the most part. Obviously, as is in wrestling, the card is always subject to change. And this year's been a little bit challenging in the beginning of the year, getting everyone on page. People have been out for different reasons, so it's been a little hit or miss on some of the shows. But hopefully, we're coming back to a normal schedule here soon. And yeah, we appreciate all of you. I think we're at 152 subscribers, so thank you very much. We'd love to be, at 200 and then 2,000 and 200,000. So, uh, yeah, thanks again for supporting Workhorse Wrestling Network. We appreciate you guys. It's a soccer commercial on my screen right now while we're waiting for Smackdown to come back after we had The Rock open the show with an in-ring promo where he spent the last half hour talking shit about Cody Rhodes. He sang a little blues song with live band that was funny and basically doing what The Rock does on the microphone. So I believe when we come back after the break, it looked like we might be getting a LWO match as they were the ones backstage before we went to commercial. So we will have to see. In the meantime, please make sure to support the wrestling club. They are going to WrestleMania. Um, they've raised enough money for tickets and for the hotel, but everything still costs money. So um, it's a great cause. It's kids getting to experience something for the first time, maybe the only time in their life. God knows I'm 47 and never been to a WrestleMania, so it's quite a thing to get to experience. I'm extremely happy for them. So make sure you check this out. To donate and help the kids enjoy their WrestleMania experience. What else can I talk about? Obviously, we got WrestleMania coming up. We'll be doing watch-alongs for all of those. We'll be doing watch-along for NXT Stand and Deliver, which is WrestleMania weekend. WrestleMania weekend will be crazy. If all goes well and everything works out, we should have an episode of Name That Superstar at the cookout on March 26th. That's what Dolores is referring to in her comment here. Um, I think it should be teams that night playing Name That Superstar. So it looks like we're headed in the right direction to make that happen. So hopefully that will all happen on the 26th. And then don't forget, April 2nd, the following Tuesday, we are doing our Hall of Fame episode. So please join us for that. That's our Hall of Fame cookout episode, where each of us will induct one person into the Workhorse Wrestling Hall of Fame. They can be living, they can be dead, they can be male, they can be female, they can be a wrestler, they can be a manager, they could be a celebrity. Anyone that you believe deserves to be in the Workhorse Wrestling Hall of Fame. So please make sure and tune in for that. That will be April 2nd, Tuesday, April 2nd. Oh, I'm sorry. I kept saying LWO. It's not LWO, it's Legato. I apologize. This is Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro of Legato del Fantasma. And I got my Latino factions confused. I apologize. Which, of course, is a terrible thing to do since they're feuding with each other. But tonight, these guys are wrestling a couple of jobbers. We got Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro against, I'm not even sure. Oh, I apologize. This is Legato. Wait a second. Okay, so I'm off here. So is this is Los Humbertos Garza's versus Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro. So it's LWO versus. Okay, I don't know. I was confused here. It is LWL versus Legado. And the winner of this will earn a spot in the tag team six-pack ladder match at WrestleMania. So we've got Angel and Humberto Garza versus Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. I'll get it eventually. Dolores is picking Legado del Fantasma, Joaquin Wilde. Oh, no, wait. Why do I keep getting them confused? Yeah, that's right. Right? Legado is Santos, Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, and LWO is Ray and the Garzas. Yeah, I think that's right. Uh, don't mind me. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro of the LWO taking out an Angel Garza and Humberto Garza. Legado del Fantasma. I got it straight now. Oh. Oh. Dolores says her Hall of Fame pick is going to be Wild. She's not choosing. She didn't pick Wild. Okay, she wants everyone's pick before April so she can do the video. Yeah, I'll get you my pick soon. I got to figure out who it's even going to be. Uh, don't mind me. I can't get my Latino wrestlers straight or factions straight. Cruz and Wild of the LWO are in charge right now. Umberto just kicked out of a 2 count. We are at commercial. It's Bianca Belair commercial. Uh, Bianca's cricket commercial. That gets played a lot. Arby's, we have the meats. Do you guys like Arby's? Let me know. If you're Arby's eaters or not. I am not. I don't actually personally know anybody that likes Arby's. Every time I talk to people about Arby's, they say, "Oh, that's gross. I don't eat Arby's." But there's Arby's everywhere. They stay in business, so somebody's eating there. So all right, more commercials. Just waiting for Smackdown to come back. Sorry for the dead air. If you're here in the chat, let me know if you were starting a wrestling Hall of Fame, who your very first inductee would be. Um, Curious to hear other people's first inductees or first couple of inductees, who you think deserves that honor. It's hard. I'm sitting here thinking, trying to pick. I've been through a bunch of names, and I think there's a lot of people, both dead and alive, that deserve the honor to be the first person inducted into a Hall of Fame. In my opinion, I just don't know. It's hard narrowing it down. There's a lot of options. We are back to the match that I could not discern earlier. It is LWO versus Legado. The winner gets a spot in the six-pack challenge ladder match at WrestleMania. Right now, Legado is in control as Cruz del Toro is in the corner of Los Humbertos Garzas getting beat up. It's a two-bracket tournament. The winner of the brackets will advance to the six-pack ladder match at WrestleMania. Right now, Legado's in control. Cruz del Toro is in trouble on the top rope. It looks like we're going to get some double team action here from Legado. Los Humbertos Garzas have Cruz up. Double gorilla press off the top row. All right. Double gorilla press. 1, 2. Joaquin Wilde breaks it up in the last second. Keeping the match alive. Roll up one. Humberto kicks out. Oh, Spanish fly from Joaquin or from Cruz del Toro. But he can't, he can't roll over and get the pin. Cruz is trying to get over the corner to tag in Joaquin Wilde. Both men are trying to get to the corner for the hot tag. Joaquin Wilde and Angel Garza both come into the ring on the hot tag. Missile drop kick from Joaquin Wilde to both members of Legado. Now he's taking it to Angel Garza. Oh, both Garzas are in the ring and getting beat up by Joaquin Wilde. Double team. I mean, not double team. Joaquin Wilde using both men. Using the Garzas against each other. Tornado DDT. 1, 2. Broken up. Kept alive by Humberto. Then Cruz missile drop kick to Humberto, who's now outside. Oh, tried for the baseball slide and missed. Oh, Humberto just smashed Cruz into the barricade outside the ring. Super kick from Angel Garza on Joaquin Wilde. Oh, pop up into a punt kick. 1, 2, 3. And Legado del Fantasma gets the win over the LWO. Legado. Nice little double team finish move. Humberto Irish whipped the guy into Angel, who popped him up into like a, basically a face plant. But before he hit the mat, Humberto kicked him, or Angel kicked him in the sternum. What's up, Hassan? Thanks for joining us. Miss Anika is at work tonight. Unfortunately, I am solo. We will get CM, I believe, for Rampage at 10 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Pacific. So hopefully we'll get CM to join us for Rampage. But right now, you get your ears blessed by the golden vocal cords of ALW. I am Solo Dolo. Sorry, it's just me rambling at you, but we're here. Workhorse Wrestling Network is here. The Kabuki Warriors are coming to the ring, are coming in the arena. The Kabuki Warriors are in the arena. Bailey's in the arena. Oh, yes. Happy St. Patrick's Day weekend. That is correct. It is St. Patrick's Day weekend. Uh, Happy, everyone. St. Patrick's Day weekend. I believe it's Sunday the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Patrick's Day is 17th. Um, we're getting a little Diamond Dallas Page commercial or DDP on Superstar Sunday. It was a commercial for Superstar Sunday on A&E. It's Diamond Dallas Page. That should be an interesting one. I was always a big DDP fan. He's an interesting guy. He came to wrestling pretty late in his life, and but still ended up having a very strong career. Feel the bang, baby. Feel the bang. So we are currently at commercial, waiting for SmackDown to come back. Uh, if you're here, choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network for your watch-alongs. We appreciate it. We know you got a lot of options out there. Sorry, it's just me. I know that's not overly exciting, but at least we're here. It's your boy ALW rolling solo dolo right now. I believe at 7 p.m. CM should be here for Rampage. Um, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, hit the bell to be notified. We do drop something usually every day of the week. Um, and so yeah, if you hit that bell, you'll get a notification every time we do, and you won't miss anything. So uh, Hassan says he's doing the St. Patrick's Day church service, and then the parade. Very cool. Yep. Again, happy St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, or happy St. Patrick's Day weekend. Hope everyone has fun. Be safe. Drink some green beer. Do it responsibly. If you're here watching, please chime in the chat. Love to hear from you, especially being here solo. Gives me something to interact with, someone to talk to. So let me know what you think about SmackDown so far. We had The Rock come in and give a little half-hour promo in the ring where he sang a blues song and talked a lot of shit about Cody Rhodes. And then we had Legado del Fantasma get a win over the LWO, securing them, I believe, a spot, if I'm not mistaken, in the six-pack challenge at WrestleMania, six-pack tag team ladder match, six-pack challenge at WrestleMania. So we're just a commercial waiting for SmackDown to come back right now. Take this chance to smoke a little, do it off camera so we don't get in trouble, so we don't get any issues with monetization. I don't know if you can hear the water bubbling in my little utensil, but it works pretty well. Gets the job done. We have, I believe, I believe, and I should know this before I say it. I know it's a big business rampage tonight. What I'm not 100% sure is if that means it's live. I would think if they're giving it the big business and making it a big rampage, it should be live. I don't want to say it's live for sure because, in classic ALW fashion, I have not done the research and I don't really know. So I should. I wonder if I can Google it and find out. Let's see. Rampage, big business, 2024. Let's see, is it live? Oh no, it was taped on Wednesday. So, see, I guess I spoke too soon. I should have looked it up before I spoke. It was pre-recorded on Wednesday after Dynamite. Um, but needless to say, it should be a good show. Either way, it's the big business episode of Rampage, following up the big business episode of Dynamite from Wednesday, which was an action-packed Dynamite. It's okay. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I Googled it and found out it's not live. Don't worry about the banners. It's all good. Oh, and they changed it to just a Rampage? Oh, it's no longer Big Business Rampage? Oh, okay. Well, what do you know? We've got LA Knight now out here at the on the mic. It was going to be it looked like a little interview, but he told the um, person who was going to interview him, the woman whose name I'm drawing a blank on right now, that he wanted the microphone and he needs some time to cook. So she gave him the mic and disappeared. Now he's going to talk about AJ Styles. Dummy. Yeah. He says AJ, last week, AJ said he needed to be humbled. And he says he's talking his language. He wants AJ to come out and humble him. He's calling AJ Styles out right now. We'll see if AJ comes out. He's not in the ring. He's at the top of the ramp, pretty close to the Titantron, or close to the ring entrance there. But AJ has not come out. He's not surprised that AJ didn't come out. Huh? What do you guys think of LA Knight? You like him as a wrestler? You think he's got potential? You think they're booking him well? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat what you guys think about LA Knight. I like him. I think he's good. I liked him as Eli Drake in both TNA. Well, I guess it was Impact at the time. It might have been even TNA. I can't, who can keep up with when it was TNA and then it was Impact and then it was TNA. And anyhow, and in NWA, I liked him in both. I think he's a really good wrestler. He's a great promo. One of the better promos in wrestling at the moment. Um, he has a very, for me, I think he has a very attitude era style, both in ring as far as wrestling goes and and promo skills or talking on the mic. I like him. I think he would have been perfect in the attitude era, late '90s, early 2000s. But I like him now too, just equally as much. I'm just saying he reminds me of that style of that era. Knight, LA Knight, yeah. Oh, from behind, attacked with a chair by AJ Styles. All right, AJ's out here with a chair. LA Knight is down. He's putting the chair over LA Knight's chest. He's gonna sit in it. He's got the microphone, and AJ's gonna talk some shit. Well, he's got Eli Drake pinned beneath the chair. Oh, all AJ said is "I accept." So it looks like we're getting Eli Drake and AJ Styles. For WrestleMania. LA Knight and AJ Styles at WrestleMania. So now the question becomes: you guys think it's going to be on night one, night two? If you're booking WrestleMania, do you put this match on night one or night two? Where in the card do you put it? Got a lot of matches coming up for WrestleMania. It's always interesting to see what makes it on night one, what makes it on night two, which night's better, which night's stronger, how they're booked. Oh, we got Logan Paul in the ring. A video package. I'm sorry, a video package of Logan Paul in the ring. Randall Orton. Music. Oh, Smackdown last Friday. Recapping what happened last Friday when Orton came in and gave Logan Paul an RKO. Or gave KSI an RKO. I guess Logan Paul got away. I'm sorry. Give KSI an RKO. Nick Aldis backstage. We are live now. Logan Paul with his belt. Ah, ugly belt. I'm sorry. Is that the U.S. title? Is that the United States Championship? Whichever belt it is, it's ugly looking. Talking to Nick Aldis, he's trying to get. He wants Randy Orton to apologize for RKO and KSI coming down to the ring and ruining his time on the mic and so on. So, which obviously, as we all know, Randy Orton is not going to happen. Um, it just isn't. What do you guys think of Nick Aldis as the GM? You like the job he's doing so far? Let me know in the chat. If you're here, you got an opinion. I'm anxious for him to wrestle, but I don't mind what he's been doing so far as GM either, or I guess GM, authority figure. So he just said, Jake or Logan just said, how can I expect you to do your job when you can't even get me an opponent for WrestleMania? So now we're getting that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. A-Town down. I don't mind these two together, and it kind of fits Austin Theory's kind of frat boy persona at the same time. I'd rather just see him be a wrestler and just be a good wrestler and not have to be that frat, not have that frat boy persona or character, and not be with Grayson Waller and just be on his own competing for titles. And yeah, so, but we get Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. They've been good together. They've been entertaining and fun. Can't deny that. And now we're a commercial for WWE Pop. WWE definitely has some cool shirts. I don't personally own any WWE T-shirts or wrestling T-shirts. Not even not WWE, any wrestling T-shirts, but they always do look cool. I just for some reason I don't know. Sammy Joe, as you've seen, owns a whole bunch, and he opened his. He gets the monthly AEW crate. Is it AEW? I think it's AEW. Yeah, the mystery crate every month, and he's opened it up plenty of times on here for us to see with him. Got some cool stuff, both shirts and other accessories, memorabilia, accoutrement. Right. As I'm solo here, and for lack of anything better to talk about at the moment, since we're at commercial, I'll give you my little speech that I seem to give at every commercial. If you're here with us, we appreciate you choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network for your watch alongs. We know you got a lot of options. We appreciate you. If you're new and not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video, it helps a lot. Hit the bell to be notified when we are at full staff and got our legs underneath us. We do put out something every day of the week. We've been a little off since the beginning of the year just due to life and circumstances, but we will get back to normal at some point, hopefully sooner than later. So make sure that you join us for that. We're on every social media. You can catch us anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, we're on Twitch, Threads, everywhere that you can go, you can find us. We love to interact with you, so please interact with us anywhere you can, anywhere you want to. And yeah, we appreciate you. Without the listeners and you guys, without you guys, the listeners, there is no us. So, Still at commercial. Sorry, this trailer for whatever show this is has got holding my attention at the moment. The Cleaning Lady coming to Fox. Maybe it's already on Fox. Didn't interesting. Oh, Money in the Bank will be at Toronto, Ontario. Yeah, July 6th. So Damian Priest has to cash in that fucking briefcase before then. He's already waited way too long. If he doesn't do it at WrestleMania, his last chance to do it, in my personal opinion, is at Raw after WrestleMania. So we are got a clip of Logan Paul on Impulsive, the podcast, talking about SummerSlam being in Cleveland, Ohio this year on August 3rd, Saturday, August 3rd. We will have a watch along for that, I promise you. Um, so make sure mark your calendars so you can be here with us for that. That's Saturday, August 3rd for SummerSlam, the greatest show of the summer, the greatest event of the summer, I believe as they like to call it. The greatest spectacle of the summer? I don't know. They call it something like that. Now to Bloodline. Jimmy Uso talking to Jay. He's got a response for Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy has a response for Jay. I'm sorry. I've been all over the place tonight. This is Jimmy Uso talking to his brother Jay. He accepts the challenge for the WrestleMania match. Jimmy's hyped up. Oos. Okay, a little promo from Jimmy Uso accepting Jay Uso's challenge for a match at WrestleMania. Should be a very solid match. I'm excited and looking forward to it. As I asked earlier about AJ and LA Knight, I'll ask you guys about Jimmy and Jay Uso. What night do you think they're on? Night one, night two? Do you think they? Where do you think they are in the show? Open, close, in the middle? Right now, we've got Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in the ring, and we've got Randy Orton coming out. I'm confused if this is a tag team match or if Orton's in a 201 handicap or if he's only wrestling either Austin Theory or Grayson Waller and the other one's just going to be at ringside. We'll find out here in just a second. Randall Keith Orton. I hear voices in my head. They come to me. They understand. They talk to me. Sorry, I don't mean to sing it to you guys. I know I've got a terrible singing voice. So. I apologize. I'm not trying to drive the listeners away or the viewers away. I promise. Orton making the slow walk to the ring. It looks like he is facing. I'm so blind and the screen's far away. I can't tell if that's Austin Theory or Grayson Waller. Okay, so it's going to be Grayson Waller versus Randall Keith Orton, I believe, for the first time. I can't breathe for the first time. Let's see. Hassan has Randy Orton. Yeah, I mean, Grayson Waller, gets a lot of TV time, and he's a good comedic character, and he wrestles well. But I can't imagine he's getting a win over Randy Orton here. I mean, not without the help of Austin Theory. I mean, if Austin Theory helps him out in their shenanigans, potentially the two of them could end up costing Randy the victory. But straight up one on one, I don't think Grayson Waller beats Randy Orton. Orton posing on the middle rope in the corner. Sammy Joe's boy, Randy Orton. We are halfway through SmackDown, an hour in. It's 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. Another hour of SmackDown, and then we'll switch over to Rampage, which I guess, despite being taped and downsized from being a big business Rampage, per Dolores at least, that's what she says. She says cage match changed it. Uh, that at least it still looks like a decent Rampage. So okay, they rung the match bell, and Waller attacked Orton, and Waller is in charge at the moment. I'm gonna eat me an edible. A Hanu peanut butter cup. It is an indica, but I promise I won't fall asleep on you guys. Waller is in command at the moment. They're outside the ring. Randy Orton just countered and smashed Grayson Waller face into the announce table. Side suplex. Oh, nope. Waller fighting out. Orton sending Waller over the guardrail into the timekeeper area. Logan Paul, who's on commentary as a guest, was trying to distract Randy Orton, did distract Randy Orton. While Waller came back, smashed Orton. Waller's in control as we go to break again. Man, lots of commercials. I have been now watching Raw and NXT on Hulu. As I have to watch them, for because we do All for Naught. Which reminds me, good segue. Join us always every Tuesday for All for Naught, where myself and Sammy Joe talk about Monday Night Raw and NXT from the day before, from the 2 days before, from Monday and Tuesday before. But and Hulu's great because it obviously cuts out if you get the no commercials, whatever, it cuts it all out, and the 3 hour Raw becomes like about an hour and 45 minutes or something. It's perfect, easily digestible. An hour and 45 minutes. 3 hours? Just too long. Sorry, but it just simply is. Technically, I ate 2 edibles. I ate a Hanu chocolate peanut butter cup, which is an indica, 10 milligrams, and a sour apple ceres, CERES, fruit chew gummy, 10 milligrams. I guess that's the most they can serve by law in one particular dosage or whatever. So those kick in here in about a half an hour. Should be really toasty oats. Promise I won't fall asleep. Should be just in time for CM to come in and join us for Rampage. So. Billy Joel's on The Masked Singer. Anybody else watch The Masked Singer? Anybody else like that show? I'm a huge fan. We watch it in our house. I really enjoy that show. We are back on Smackdown. Grayson Waller has Randy Orton in a cravat, I guess, in the middle of the ring, wearing Randy Orton down. Orton with some big short arm clotheslines. Oh, big power slam to Grayson Waller. Randy Orton's in control. Randy Orton's rating in WWE 2K is going to be 91. 2K24, the newest version of WWE 2K. They've made it a point to put everybody's ranking, a rating in the corner of the screen during their match or whatever, or promo segment or whatever. Whenever they get an opportunity. Oh, Grayson Waller dumped onto the announce table by Randy Orton. Side slam onto the side table or onto the announce table. Oh, another one. While Logan Paul and Austin Theory watch on. I think we talked about it on here. I think maybe it was Anika that mentioned that Logan, Austin, and Grayson Waller would make a nice little faction if Logan joined them. I mean, they're all douchebags, so I mean, it'd be a perfect douchebaggy heel faction. Then Logan Paul would be great to join them. So I think that'd be a good idea. And right here, they seem to be working together. So again, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Orton and Paul are going at it for that title, and so Orton feuding with Paul's friends. Now they're showing the top. I think they showed the top 5 ratings for WWE 2K24. I missed it, but Waller sliding out of the ring as Randy was getting ready to give him the RKO. Oh no! Randy Orton snatched Austin Theory mid rope DDT to Austin Theory. No. Waller tried to come in and snatch Orton from when Orton wasn't paying attention, but Orton in with the RKO because he's got eyes in the back of his head. Now Orton is looking at Logan. 1, 2, 3 as he gets the pin on Grayson Waller, staring at Logan Paul. It will be Randall, Keith Orton, and Logan Paul at WrestleMania for Logan Paul's title. That U.S. title, the United States title. Oh, Theory just chop blocked Randy Orton from the back. Now the three of these guys, I assume, are going to come in and beat him up. Yep. Austin Theory's holding Keith Orton up. Randy Orton up, Keith Orton up. Randy Orton up for Logan Paul. Logan just kissed Orton, and now he's going to give him a right hand. I think Orton's going to get out of there somehow, and the right hand's going to end up in the face of Austin Theory. Oh! So we get somebody Kevin Owens. KO. The prize fighter's here to break it up and save KO. I mean, to save Randy Orton. Jeez Louise, I'm tongue-tied. KO down to the ring to save Randy Orton from Austin Theory and Logan Paul and Grayson Waller. Oh! Randy didn't realize who it was and almost gave KO an RKO. Now he realizes who it is. And stunner. Oh, stunner from Owens into an RKO. So Owens stunned Theory. Theory sold it, bounced up in the air, and right into an RKO. Looked pretty cool. Now, Logan's at the top of the ramp with his title. Talking some shit. Nick Aldis is out now. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't know who his opponent for WrestleMania was going to be. We're getting it right now. Opponent, not opponents, per Nick Aldis. Against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Oh, shit. KO, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul at WrestleMania for the U.S. Championship in a triple threat match. Logan Paul is not happy. I apologize. I thought they had already announced Randy and Logan at WrestleMania, but obviously they had not. But now we get Randy, Keith, and KO. Randy, Keith, Randy, KO, and Logan Paul at WrestleMania. I keep saying Keith because I like to say Randall Keith Orton, but sorry for all of the for being so tongue tied. Can't lie, I'm pretty high at the moment. So 2 weeks ago, a little video flashback of the Kabuki Warriors at Damage Control. And all the drama with Bailey. Good, perfect. I got some goodies from the club earlier. Some waxes. For some dabs. And my edibles. Chocolate caramels by Hanu. Chocolate peanut butter cups by Hanu. And fruit chews from series. All right. We've got Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Kabuki Warriors, and whatchamacallit, Io Sky. Thank you. Talking to Bailey. So Dakota says in order for Damage Control to get stronger, they had to cut Bailey loose because she was jealous of the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky, and that she's just not on their level. Commercial. Back to commercial. It's a commercial for WWE Live house show events, I assume, because they show like 10 different places where they're going to be. Yep, WWE Live. 5 brand new events. Oh, so these are new events. Interesting. Right. I'll put this up again one more time. Please support the wrestling club. They are going to WrestleMania 40 this year. They already raised enough money to go for tickets for the show, for transportation, I believe, and hotel fare or hotel, while they're there. But they need money for all sorts of stuff. It's expensive. Um, so please help the children. This is a once in a lifetime experience. Like I said before, I'm 47 and never been to a WrestleMania. I've been a wrestling fan since I was about 7 years old. So um, please support the kids. Go donate something if you can. Anything, any little bit helps. And yeah, it is a very worthy cause. We're at commercial, just waiting for them to come back. Alert: missing persons unit on Fox. Oh, spring football kicks off March 30th. The USFL versus the UFL champs versus the XFL champs, as the two leagues have officially merged and become the UFL. They went with the UFL as their ultimate name. There's no longer an XFL as it has been folded into the UFL. The two of them have now combined. That kicks off March 30th. Last year, the XFL, both the XFL and UFL had good football. I mean, it's not NFL football, but it's good. I mean, there's a lot of solid football players out there and only so many roster spots in the NFL. So there's still plenty of good football players out there to play in other leagues. So if you're a football fan, I suggest checking it out. I don't know what this iteration is going to look like, but both the XFL and the UFL were good last year, so I imagine combined together, they should be fine. Santos of Legado del Fantasma is in the ring right now with Los Humbertos Garzas at ringside. We're getting Santos versus Dragon Lee. which should be a very solid match. Santos can really go. Dragon Lee can really go. I'm excited for this match. I did not know we were getting this match, but this should be a very good match. Assuming that Los Humbertos Garzas don't get too involved. That Humberto and Angel Garza don't get too involved from ringside. They beat down Dragon Lee. Legato beat down Dragon Lee last week, and there was no LWO present to help him. So this is payback for last week. Dragon Lee wants his shot at Santos, the leader of Legato, and he is about to get it. The bell rings, and these two are at it. Couple clotheslines from Dragon Lee. He's in charge so far. Serving right hands. Santos counters. Oh, Hurricane Rana from Dragon Lee. Santos is out of the ring. Dragon Lee's about to fly. Over the top rope. Top rope. I don't even know what you call that. It's like top rope flip. That's a suicida or a whatever you want to call it, but mancha. Escobar fighting out. Oh, Escobar up in the corner. Takes a super kick to the head from Dragon Lee. Step up in Seguri, and Escobar is down. Dragon Lee is in charge at the moment. Dragon Lee is fired up. He's angry about getting beat up last week, so he's trying to give it to Legato or to Santos right now. Oh, sit out power bomb. 1, 2. Santos kicks out at 2. Dragon Lee's pretty impressive luchador. Oh, he just super kicked Angel Garza, who was a little too close at ringside for his liking. Now Humberto's on the ring apron. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Dragon Lee just gave Humberto Garza Hurricane Rana into Angel Garza, who was standing outside the ring on the floor. Uh-oh. Phantom driver from the guy from Santos. Oh. Yep. Santos stole the win there. Santos Escobar after Dragon Lee was outside. So Dragon Lee gave a Hurricane Rana to Humberto, who was on the apron, and Humberto flew into Angel Garza. But when Dragon Lee went back in the ring, Santos took advantage, got the pin. Now Legato's beating up on Dragon Lee, but Carlito is out to help Dragon Lee. Finally, a fellow member of the LWO is here. Oh, backstabber to Santos or Angel Garza. Uh-oh. Legato is the numbers is taking over here. Carlito's in trouble now. I'm not totally sure where Dragon Lee went. He must be at ringside. Can't help. Oh, here we go. Here comes Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. Santos and Rey in the ring together. Santos tries to attack. Rey moves, counters. Rey's in charge and control. Oh, Hurricane Rana into the 619 position. And Rey Mysterio is going to deliver a 619 to Santos Escobar, but Santos Escobar gets away, rolls out of the bottom of the ring, and gets away just in time. Legado del Fantasma retreats from the ring as a group. Rey has a mic, asking Santos why he's running. It was supposed to, Rey's reminding him, remember what you said? It was supposed to be me and you together, familia. Next week, Ray versus Santos one-on-one on SmackDown. Ray says from the bottom of his heart he's going to slap that stupid, arrogant smile off of the face of Santos Escobar. Next Friday on SmackDown. Make sure and join us here for Friday Night Fights as we watch that match live, as we do every Friday night when we watch SmackDown and then Rampage. Bailey in the back, getting taped up. Bailey's going to go one-on-one with Dakota Kai when we come back from commercial. Dakota Kai has the rest of Damage Control in the corner, the Kabuki Warriors, and Io Sky. And we are at commercial again. As good a time as any to ash my little bong here and repack it. OM God, the Disney bundle. There was a whatchamacallit commercial for I can't remember the name of the movie now. A Disney movie. Currently at commercial for SmackDown. We got about a half hour left. We're about 3/4 of the way through tonight's live episode of SmackDown. It's been a solid episode so far. Nothing super exciting happening. The Rock had a decent promo at the beginning, sang a little blues song, which was fun. If you like The Rock, it was a solid, classic, vintage, in the words of Michael Cole, Rock promo. Um, a couple decent wrestling matches. Santos and Dragon Lee wasn't as good as I hoped it would be because, uh, Legato got involved, but it is what it is. And ultimately, it's really that match is a vehicle to push just LWO versus Legato or Santos versus Ray, which we're going to get next week on SmackDown. Santos versus Ray. I wonder if that doesn't pour over to WrestleMania and we don't get either LWO versus Legato at WrestleMania or Santos versus Ray. When I say Legato versus LWO, I mean a multi-man match. Or we get a singles match between Ray and Santos at WrestleMania. I have a feeling it's going to pour over into WrestleMania between these two factions. So, um, what else? We're about to get Bailey versus Dakota Kai when we come back from commercial. We got 30 minutes left. I don't think this is the main event yet. I think we'll probably still have something else. We had Grayson Waller versus Randy Orton, which was okay. Um, Kevin Owens ended up coming out and getting involved. Logan Paul was involved. Regular shenanigans. Randy Orton ended up giving a KO to Austin Theory. Austin Theory got stunned and KO'd, or RKO'd, stunned by KO, and then RKO'd by Randy Orton. All right. Oh, we're not getting Dakota Kai yet. This is New Catch Republic. Trent Seven and Pete Dunne versus Pretty Deadly in a I guess I didn't quite catch all of what Wade Barrett said. This in some way qualifies these guys to at least be in the tournament to get a chance at a spot in the six pack challenge, or this earns them a spot. I think these are qualifying matches for another tournament that's going to earn them another spot. We only got 3 weeks left, so how many qualifying matches could we possibly have before WrestleMania? Well, we got 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. So they better do it quick. But right now, needless to say, we got New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate in the ring against Pretty Deadly. Right now, Pete Dunne is in there. giving us some joint manipulation, breaking some fingers. Oh, then he stomped on the elbow. Happy to see Pete Dunne no longer as Butch. Happy to just have the bruiserweight back. One of my favorite wrestlers currently on the planet. Absolutely love Pete Dunne. And I like him with Tyler Bate. I like New Catch Republic. The name is a little clunky. NCR is a little bit better, but it's still a hair clunky. It just doesn't have the greatest like flow to the acronym. But it's, let's say, it's not the worst name I've ever heard. It's not Retribution. Uh, let's see. Pretty Deadly in control at the moment. Pete Dunne is down in the middle of the ring. Oh, he's up fighting back. Wade Barrett says Pretty Deadly says that they're the official tag team of Buckingham Palace. Eh, Pretty Deadly's working some double team action on Pete Dunne right now. Dunne trying to fight out. Now it's back to one on one. Dunne striking big chops. Oh, over to the corner. Take out the other member of Pretty Deadly. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember the guys from Pretty Deadly's names. I just know them as Pretty Deadly. The blonde guy and the brunette guy. Both guys from Pretty Deadly are in the ring now. Tyler Bate got the uh, hot tag, and now he's wearing out both guys. I believe the blonde is the legal man. Tyler Bate and the blonde guy from Pretty Deadly are the legal men in the ring at the moment. Tyler Bate serving it to both guys at the moment. Huge European uppercuts in the corner. He's going back and forth from corner to corner, giving European uppercuts. Oh, the brunette from Pretty Deadly tried to fly into the corner. He was caught by Tyler Bate, and he's about to get suplex. Launched by Tyler Bate. Oh, standing shooting star press. Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate has the blonde. Got him Pretty Deadly up on his shoulders, giving him the airplane spin. So many rotations. I'm dizzy just watching them. I don't know how they do this without fucking falling over. I don't care. Yeah, you spot, you whatever. It doesn't matter. I'd still be falling over. I understand that there's all kinds of ways to do it without whatever. Me personally, I would still be super dizzy. All right, we're going to commercial in the middle of this match. We're getting a Ghostbusters Frozen Empire commercial. What do you guys think about getting another Ghostbusters? Guys, here for it? You have any interest? You like the last one? Are you Ghostbusters fans? Or let me know what you think so far about tonight's SmackDown. Love to chat with you about it. We can talk about the Rocks promo, talk about Grayson Waller and RKO and that stuff with Kevin Owens. We can talk about Ray and Santos, Legato and LWO. There's a fair amount to talk about from tonight. It's been a pretty busy night. We got a triple threat match set up for WrestleMania between Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton for the United States Championship, which should be a solid triple threat match. I can't imagine Logan Paul retains. I mean, if Logan Paul retains, that's a big feather in his cap. That's beating two legends. One first ballot Hall of Famer without a doubt in Randy Orton, and another. I mean, in my personal opinion, first ballot Hall of Famer also. Should be Hall of Fame as soon as he's the first opportunity he can in Kevin Owens. When you look at the numbers and the statistics, I suppose Orton's had a more illustrious career with more WWE titles under his belt, but they're both Hall of Famers in my opinion. And it would be a huge feather in Logan Paul's cap to get a win in a match with both of those guys. I imagine one of them walks out with his title. But again, I talk a lot about you know, having these guys feeling like you're recycling the same guys and having guys hold titles too many times. I mean, Orton's been champion, I don't know, 13 times or something like that. World champion like 13 times. I know he's held the U.S. title. He had to have, but I could Google it and see. But in his 30 years so far in WWE or 25 years, he's had to have held it at some point in a Continental Champion. So, I mean, I like Logan Paul kind of being a newbie and having kind of fresh blood, have the championship. But when I process it in my mind as a wrestling fan and I think about Logan Paul, who's been wrestling less than a year, has, you know, less than 20 matches to his name, somewhere between 10 to 20 matches to his name so far in his career against two guys, though, like I said, are Hall of Famers that he probably should lose. To these guys in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm interested for that match. Like I asked you guys before, where do you guys think that will be? Night one, night two? If you're fantasy booking WrestleMania, where do you put that match? Let me know. We're now back to SmackDown. WrestleMania qualifying match. So I guess the winner of this just gets a spot. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's two brackets. Legato with the win earlier advanced to the next stage in their bracket. The winner of this will go on to the next stage in their bracket B. So that's what we're doing. So the winner of this is not guaranteed a spot. The winner of this is guaranteed an opportunity for another match. The winner from Block A or Bracket A and Bracket B will be in the six pack challenge at WrestleMania. Oh, Pete Dunne turning the brunette from Pretty Deadly inside out on the ring apron. Oh, Snapdragon suplex. Snap, snap German, sorry. Oh, one into an armbar. The blonde's got a tap. He's in a bad way in the middle of the ring. Rolled him up. Oh, Pete Dunne had to let go. Counter rolled up. Oh, Pete Dunne stomped his hands. Oh. Oh, Tyler Bates, the legal guy, double team action before Pete Dunne leaves the ring. Pete Dunne in the ring, holding the blonde. Tyler Bates with a huge European uppercut. Folds him up. 1, 2. Kip Wilson, the brunette, breaks him up. Okay, so the brunette is Kip Wilson. Kip breaks up the pin, saves the match so far for. Oh, Kip with a big suplex to Pete Dunne. Got 7 with a European uppercut to Kip. Pretty Deadly in charge here. Throwing Pete Dunne and Trent Seven into the same corner, into the ring post, basically. In the corner, we get a double team offensive move. Oh! 1, 2. Ooh, Pretty Deadly with a nasty little move there. Double team move. I thought they had the victory. But Trent Seven kicks out. Not Trent Seven. Tyler Bate. I apologize. Former Mustache Mountain partner of Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, who's actually in AEW. But Tyler Bate fighting out. Tyler Bate fighting him off. Pete Dunne's back. He's in the ring. We're about to get some double team action here. New Catch Republic. They just took the blonde for the Burning Hammer, and it is over. New Catch Republic gets the victory over Pretty Deadly and advances to the next round in bracket B in the bracket one. I'm sorry, they're in bracket one. I apologize. They're in bracket one, not bracket two. It was bracket number one. So now we've got Legato versus New Catch Republic in bracket one. The winner of that next week will be in the WrestleMania six-pack ladder match for the tag team titles. So that will be next week. New Catch Republic versus Legato for a winner of bracket one. Now we've got Roman telling us to acknowledge him in a video package, social media stuff, blah 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 blah. We are at about 6:45 coming up. Got to be coming up on the main event here, which is now clearly going to be Bailey versus Dakota Kai and Damage Control. I assume we'll see some shenanigans, lots of fallout here as this story presses forward to WrestleMania. It'll be interesting to see what we end up getting at WrestleMania. Bailey versus whoever at WrestleMania. Um, but we will see. Right now, we've got Bailey backstage coming out to the ring, making her way to the ring. The time has come for the main event. And we're off to commercial. Remember, stick with us even when SmackDown's over. We're going to turn our attention to AEW Rampage, which should be a solid show tonight. I don't know off the top of my head what's on the match card. I can Google it and tell you, but at the moment I'm being lazy. So, um, but it should be. If I remember correctly, it did look like a decent Rampage when I looked at the card. Originally, it was cast as a big business Rampage, but per Dolores, I guess it's been downgraded to just a regular Rampage. It is still pre-recorded; it's not live, unfortunately. But nonetheless, as I always say, even if it's pre-recorded, I don't know the outcome because I don't read the spoilers. I mean, plenty of people do, and some people already know the outcome. So I'm sure that definitely takes away from it for some people. But for me personally, I don't read the spoilers, so I don't know who already won. So make sure and hang out for that. That'll start at 7 o'clock. We'll switch our attention there, or as soon as SmackDown is over. SmackDown goes a little over. CM should be joining me at that point, hopefully, so you don't have to just listen to me for another hour, drone on in your ear. Um, it's been a solid SmackDown. So far, I'd give it, I don't know, like 3.5, 3 3/4 out of 5. We're talking horses, Workhorse Wrestling Network, so 5 horsies. Probably 3.5, 3 3/4 horsies. So far for tonight's SmackDown. We're about to get the main event, which should be solid, although I imagine we're not going to get too much of a match because we're going to have all of Damage Control at ringside, and they can't help but get involved. And I'm assuming it's going to end in Bailey getting beat down and then someone coming to save her. And like I said, this is all just building towards WrestleMania when we're going to get some sort of something. So, WrestleMania. American Rodeo. Oh, Grimsburg. Another attempt at Fox to come up with another new animated series to run alongside Simpsons and Family Guy and American Dad. They've had several iterations. Duncansville, Crapopolis. There's at least one more too, whose name I'm drawing a blank on now. This is their newest iteration, so I mean, it's okay. I've watched a couple episodes of it. It's not The Simpsons, Family Guy, or American Dad, but it's not terrible. UFL football commercial kicking off March 30th. Remember, that's a combination now of the UFL and the XFL. So no longer will it be XFL. Now there'll only be the UFL, which is the name they decided to go with for the two companies. but it's opening week will be the champion of the UFL from last year and the champion of the XFL facing off each other in week 1. So it should be fun. If you like football, you're a football fan, it should be good football. We're getting a Raw commercial next week. We get Sami Zayn and Gunther in a contract signing. My least favorite wrestling trope, segment, event, whatever you want to call it. I fucking hate contract signings. And I especially fucking hate them when they're the main event of a show. I don't care if it's a Raw. I don't care what it is. If it's the main event of a show, I'm really pissed off. So, um, CM Punk coming back on March 25th. Raw in Chicago. CM Punk returns live. So, if you're a CM Punk fan and you've been waiting for him to come back, next week on Smackdown, he should be back. Is that right? The 25th? Is that next Friday? When is the 25th? Oh, Monday Night Raw. I apologize. On Monday Night Raw on the 25th will be CM Punk. Get Roman and Cody face to face next Friday on SmackDown, leading up to WrestleMania to further hype that match. Roman Cody, what could possibly go wrong? Bailey's music is hidden, and here she comes. Bayley. Are we going to get Hugger Bailey back at some point? She's clearly now, I think, made the switch back again to babyface now that she's no longer a part of heel faction Damage Control. But she still has the kind of the dark look about her, and she hasn't brought back her wavy, inflatable, wavy guys, which I always liked, and her fun music. So I don't know. I guess maybe she's still technically a heel at this point, but I don't know. I thought she's a babyface again now since she's fallen out with Damage Control, which is clearly the heel faction. I guess not everybody has to be either a heel or a babyface. There's a lot of tweeners, a lot of people that ride the fence, a lot of people that do both. Bailey is in the ring waiting for Dakota Kai and Damage Control to come down. Dakota Kai turning on Bailey, becoming the leader of Damage Control. I'm not a big fan of Dakota Kai's hair. It looks kind of like, I don't know, greasy, raggedy, kind of unclean. I don't know. I know that sounds terrible. I don't want to talk too much shit, but Bailey taking over. She chasing Dakota Kai out of the ring, but Damage Control is there in the way. Oh, Damage Control not getting involved so far. Oh, Damage Control didn't do anything. Just let Bailey throw Dakota Kai back in the ring. And I think they're chanting "Whoop that trick." I think right. Yeah, they're chanting "Whoop that trick" because what you call it just acknowledged that that's what they were saying. The ring announcer um, said Trick Williams must love this crowd because they're yelling "Whoop that trick." Kyrie Sane just got involved and took a right hand for trouble and off the ring apron. Dakota Kai and Bailey. Oh, Bailey slides out and grabs Dakota Kai's leg. Dakota Kai hits the ring apron. Bailey with the hanging DDT off the ring apron. Oh, suplex onto the outside. And Dakota Asuka damage control around protecting Dakota Kai, but not actually attacking Bailey yet. And we are off to commercial. Commercial. Hopefully, this is our last commercial for this SmackDown. God, we've had a lot of commercials for SmackDown. This has been a solid SmackDown. I mean, not, I wouldn't call it great, but solid. If you've been here with me for the 2 hours or at any time, I appreciate it. We here at Workhorse Wrestling Network appreciate you. We know you got a lot of options for your watch along, so if you choose us, again, we appreciate you. We thank you. Hit that if you're new and not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video. It really helps. Hit the bell to be notified so that you can know when Workhorse Wrestling Network drops content. Usually when things are flowing normal and everyone's healthy and at it, and whatever, we do put something out every day of the week. So you can catch us usually every day of the week. Something going on. We cover everything. The spectrum of professional wrestling, from AEW to WWE to Impact to Ring of Honor to MLW to New Japan to Wrestling Revolver, Santino Brothers Wrestling. Check out Seeing Stars on Monday night if you're an indie fan, or on Monday mornings if you're an indie fan. Jay News and Dolores talk about New Japan and a lot of other indie shows, including a lot of GCW coverage. Um, so if you're a GCW fan, that's where you can get all your GCW coverage, your results, all your previews for upcoming shows, as well as New Japan, Wrestling Revolver, Santino Brothers Wrestling. They do a spotlight on that show, so they'll introduce you to new wrestlers, new stars that are up and coming that you don't necessarily know about. You might know about them, but just to give them a little bit of a spotlight. So yeah. Uh, and we even cover being the elite or being the Dark Order. I think it's being the Dark Order right now. I think it was being the elite, and then it became being the Dark Order for a little bit, and I'm not sure what it is right now, but we normally cover that. CM covers that, and we usually have that uh, report on that on Under the Radar. So we do cover everything pretty much in the world of professional wrestling. So whatever your cup of tea is, Workhorse Wrestling Network has something for you. Again, if you're new, subscribe. It doesn't take anything to subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Doesn't mean you have to even listen if you don't want to. Although we want you to listen. The more listeners, the better. The more people that enjoy the content we put out, the better. Um, but doesn't take anything to subscribe, so it really helps us a lot. That subscribe button and the like button on this video. We are now back to SmackDown Live. Bailey and Dakota Kai in the ring right now, exchanging strikes. Huge knee from Bailey. Dakota's down. So far, Damage Control has not gotten involved. They've been at ringside. They've kind of stood there. They did protect Dakota Kai from Bailey at one point, from Bailey attacking her more, but they haven't actually touched Bailey yet. Oh, Asuka just attempted to try to sweep Bailey's leg. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Kairi Sane did get stepped up on the ring apron earlier and tried to whack Bailey. So they have tried to get involved, but no one's actually touched Bailey yet from Damage Control other than Dakota Kai. So when they were outside, instead of everyone attacking her and risking Dakota Kai getting disqualified, they didn't attack her. Oh, now with the refs back turned and Bailey over the second rope, Asuka came over and gave her a cheap shot. So the Damage Control shenanigans, the strength in numbers is taking over here. Oh, Bailey just countered Dakota Kai with a DDT or face plant from the second rope. It kind of looked like Randy Orton's hanging DDT. Dakota Kai's up with a huge kick to the face of Bailey. Bailey's on the top rope. Dakota Kai's going up to meet her up there. Looks like Dakota Kai's setting her up for a superplex. And Bayley fights out. Dakota Kai is down. Bayley's all alone on the top rope. She's getting her feet underneath her, and she drops the Randy Savage elbow. Jeez Louise, I'm having a tough time talking tonight. The Randy Savage Macho Man elbow from the top rope gets a 2 count for her troubles, but Dakota Kai kicks out, and the match continues. Bayley, Dakota Kai with the Pele kick. Bayley's down in the corner. Dakota Kai with her foot in her face. And the ref kicked her out of the corner. So now we've got Kabuki Warriors getting involved with the ref at his back turn. That looked a little odd. Kairi Sane was doing something to Bayley, but then it looked like Asuka was pulling her off of her, or Io Sky was pulling her. That looked weird. I don't know. Somebody else might have to tell me what was going on there. I don't know if she thought if she was trying to help or not, but it looked weird. Oh, Io's in the ring with the belt. Asuka and Kairi go down. Bayley's in the middle of the ring alone with Io Sky. They're fighting, talking about you were supposed to be my best friend. Bayley went down, and Io hit her, and now winner by disqualification is Bayley, as Damage Control has decided to jump her and take control of this match, or control of the situation. Up, here comes the music. Who's coming down? Oh, here comes Naomi. Naomi to help Bayley. Naomi taking out Kairi Sane, taking out Asuka, who's limping. Something's wrong with Asuka. Asuka is limping badly. I didn't see that earlier. But Kairi Sane, just the numbers. There's too many damage control. The numbers are too big. Asuka's leg looks fucked up. What's going on with Asuka's leg? It's currently 4-on-2. Asuka's doing her best to work her way through it. Asuka had to walk in to give the drop kick because she can't run at the moment. Io's going to the top rope. Moonsault on to Bayley as they are wearing Bayley out right here. Naomi's not taken out as Damage Control stands tall. That appears to be the end of SmackDown. I don't think anybody else is coming out to help Naomi or Bayley. So, all right. So SmackDown is over. We're going to shift to Rampage. It looks like maybe I got a cohort, someone else to fill some of the airways. Maybe. Aha! There we go. How you doing?
I'm here.
You're here. Well, I appreciate it because these poor listeners and watchers have been looking at my ugly mug and listening to my raspy voice alone for the last 2 hours. So,
Hello, 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 Munchkins. Hello.
it
And
was
yes, y'all are Munchkins because I want some donuts. Y'all will love it and deal with it.
I'm trying to get my SmackDown, my Rampage feed up. Let's see if it'll play here. Come on. You big dumb dummy.
Dum dum today.
SmackDown was okay. We had The Rock give a little, sing another blues song.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed Dwayne.
Come on, let's work this time. Oh, I hit the wrong one. That's because that's SmackDown. I want Rampage. Da da da. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta click the right button.
Yeah, no, I was hitting SmackDown again instead of.
Just like I am. Always hitting the wrong button.
Ah.
You set yourself up for it. Like it was right. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't do it. So thank you, Jay White. You may have saved Darby Allin's life for another year.
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
and you have successfully severed ties with the Acclaimed. No
Yeah.
more Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
People are really mad at Max Caster over the Sammy Guevara tweet. And I'm just like, y'all get mad over the simplest stuff. And the man is working, y'all, clearly.
I didn't actually even see the tweet.
So he posted up a picture of him and Sammy Guevara, and he was like, he's such a great guy. And it's like, how are you going to post this on the damn Mercedes is debuting? And it's like,
Okay. What?
she's a bomber. I'm pretty sure she doesn't care. But we have the big business Rampage. And we're starting off with Orange Cassidy. Oh, Orange and Trent. Okay.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Ooh, yes. I
Yeah, I was
like this.
disconnected for a minute somehow.
I like
All right,
this.
we got Orange Cassidy coming to the ring.
Yep, him and Trent. We're starting off with tag team tournament
Finally,
competition.
stands International Championship belt, which is held now by Roderick Strong, thankfully.
Hater.
Don't lie, you're happy with Roderick Strong having the belt now too.
I like Orange Cassidy with the belt, but he's very tired, Renee. He's very tired.
He's very tired.
And between him and Moxley, I feel like the company has really had folks that they could kind of depend on. You could depend on Orange Cassidy to start a show. You could depend on Mox to close out a show.
I agree with that. Even though I don't care for his shtick and whatever, and I'm not a big fan. I mean, you can't deny what he's done in AEW, Orange Cassidy, and that he's one of the I mean, one of the one of the main workhorses on the roster for sure. I mean, he's at that top of the list of the guys that come out and perform every single week and perform well. I mean,
We got Evil Uno and
Evil
John Silver.
Uno.
Where's Stu? That's
Where is
what I
Stu?
want to know. That's what we need to find out. Where's Stu?
So we haven't had an under the radar in a while, and that's why I haven't been watching. Are they still doing being the Dark Order? Is that what it is still, or is it
Yes,
okay?
it's been okay.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would go back to being the Elite now that the Matthew and Nicholas Jackson are EVPs, and that's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Or not ever seen, but one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen, and the best thing the Young Bucks have done. So I was kind of hoping we'd get more BTE now that they're doing that. But
I mean, I think if the Bucks go back to doing BTE, it would be really awkward. I don't
yeah,
know.
John Silver has his hands in Orange Cassidy's pants. He's holding him from the back like a waist lock, but with his hands in Orange Cassidy's pockets.
I just got to that part. That is very awkward. But again, wrestling might be the most homoerotic sport.
Oh yeah, no doubt, for sure.
Speaking of, happy Ides of March. Make sure you eat some Caesar salad today.
Eat some Caesar salad. Evil Uno in the ring, taken out by Trent and Orange Cassidy, who now flex like John Silver.
You know what? We need an invitational of big meaty men across like all the the different promotions.
Yeah,
We can call it the Meaty Men Invitational.
and who would be your? How many guys, and who would be your participants?
All of them. I would
All of them.
have like John Silver, Wardlow, Brian Cage. Big E can like help judge. Let's see,
Hobbs.
Hobbs. You could probably put Ivar and Otis in there. Chad Gable, I put
Bobby
in there.
Lashley.
Too. Butcher. Um, let's see. There's a bunch of people that you could put in there. And they be
Yeah, I
really
mean, there's. I mean, if you're talking across all promotions too, there's some New Japan guys that with Tomohiro Ishii would be great. There's a lot of Lance Archer,
like
Murder Hawk Monster.
just bring them in. And everybody just wrestle.
One just big free for all
Yeah, it's a battle royal. Everybody gets to
as
wrestle.
a battle royal. It's the big meaty men slapping meat battle royal.
Okay, I don't know if I would put slapping meat part, but big meaty men, I would definitely. Because the slapping meat
Gorilla
part
Press.
is what makes you say pause a few times.
John Silver Gorilla pressing Orange Cassidy,
He's so ridiculously and deceptively strong.
right?
Like you don't think he's that strong, and it's like, holy shit, dude, you really are strong. Oh, I forgot about Trent because he's the same way. He doesn't look as strong as he is.
Yeah. At least with John Silver, you could he's got the muscles. He's pretty swole. So like you look at him, you think he should at least be somewhat strong. But with Trent, he's got that pretty kind of mild build, kind of thin and wiry almost, but he's super strong too. Yeah. Trent has kind of that Claudio physique, kind of that
Oh, add
tall,
Claudio in there.
wiry, but super strong.
Yeah, Claudio. Oh shit! Wow, what's that?
Which I don't know. As it got a little
The
ahead of
some,
you, so
I think it was something evil. So he picked him up and he like rotated him and then he DDT'd him.
yeah, I was looking away at the time. I think I missed that. And now I'm a picture in picture, so it's really small on my phone because I'm watching on my phone. So
Yeah. What kind of phone do you got?
I have a Samsung S23
Mm. It shouldn't be that
and
small
Android, baby.
because that's what I got.
Yeah.
It is not that small on mine. Maybe you just need some glasses.
Oh, I definitely need glasses. No doubt about that. No,
You
no
just
doubt.
some
I've needed glasses for a
glasses.
long time. I actually have glasses. I just don't wear them because I don't like stuff on my face. They drive me nuts. But
My dude,
and I know my contention is I can still see though. So
you just gonna make it worse on yourself.
yep, that's what my wife says too.
As someone who actually has to wear bifocals, you're
Yeah,
gonna make it worse on yourself.
yeah. Yep. I tried to do contacts for a while, but putting them in and out of my eye, I just couldn't. I could never get used to it. It was always a
See,
hassle. I could
I
get them in, but then I had to have my wife help get them out, and she was like, "I'm not doing this forever."
I like to wear my nails natural or like tips
Uh,
long,
so
and
that
I like
doesn't
to
really do good for
cook
putting
and like
contacts in and out
I
of
like
your eyeballs.
spicy food. That just doesn't. It's not conducive to touching my eye. I
Long
just
nail
keep
with
my,
jalapeno finger touching your eyeball.
I just keep my glasses. I look cute with my glasses. So yeah, I'll be over here like Velma Dinkley. If they come off, my glasses, can't see them, my glasses. But I can hear you.
But I could hear you.
I'm Batman with the hearing now. Up, up, up. Here comes Trent. Here comes Trent. Hot tag,
Yep.
hot tag. Let's go, Trent.
Serving some German surplexes.
Shit.
One,
I
two. John Silver
really
kicks
wish
out.
Rocky's. I really wish this was Rocky and Trent, like Rapungi Vice versus Orange and Trent. Like I get it, they're a good tag team, but I love Rapungi Vice.
I agree.
They just they make it look so effortless.
Rocky's spending a lot of time in MLW right now. He's a champ there and a big deal for Selena De Laurentiis, a big manager in MLW. So he's getting a lot of TV time there right now. I don't know if they're paying him well, but they must be paying him at least decent because he's doing it. So
Well, he's also helping like broker deals with companies like MLW to work with folks like AEW. So I understand. Like he is very well respected in wrestling,
yeah,
and
I
I
like
love
Rocky a lot.
him.
I'm a big fan of Rocky.
Rocky is he's a very underrated person.
I agree. And an underrated wrestler.
Yeah.
He's often put out there to just kind of take the loss and make the other guy look good, but he's a really, really solid wrestler. I mean, if you give him the right push and the right booking, I mean, he's really
Even
good,
when he takes dang, John.
right?
Even when he takes the L, he makes them look good.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't have he always looks good in the loss, and he makes the
Like
other guys look good. He always makes the guy going over look good.
a lot of folks can't do that. Ooh,
Oh
okay,
yeah, no, I
okay.
agree.
There's a whole lot of carnage happening.
Yeah, Cassidy had the DDT on Uno outside the ring.
Uno did like a cannonball on the Trent.
Yep, lots
Up.
of back and forth action. Now Trent and Uno are in the ring chopping each other, or Trent's chopping Uno. Oh, now double team. Dark Order's alone in the ring with Trent. Dark Order double team.
Come on, Trent. Come on, Trent. Fight out. Fight out.
Orange Cassidy with the save to keep the match alive for best
Keep hope
friends.
alive. Folks in our chat, feel free to drop a message. Let us know. There you go.
Yep,
Talk to us while we're talking to ourselves.
that's right. We'd
As
love
long
to
as we
hear
don't
from
answer
you.
ourselves, we're perfectly fine.
Let us know what you think about Rampage so far. If you want to talk about SmackDown, we can talk about that from earlier. Talk about anything non wrestling related, even assuming it's appropriate. Oh, Trent.
Yeah, you gotta realize what type of people that we have following us. We appropriateness is an interesting word.
I don't know what the name of that move is that Trent does, but he gets him in that little. It's almost like
Um,
a dead eye, but then he puts the legs under his arms to the front, so it's not really. But then yeah.
strong zero. I think
Okay.
that's what my closed captioning says.
Okay. Yeah.
Strong zero.
I mean, if you watch wrestling at all and you've seen Trent wrestling, you've seen the move before. But so Trent gets the win. Best friends gets the win. Orange Cassidy's mad at the ref. Did he just push the ref?
I just saw him
What was
shake
that?
hands with uh
Watch and see if
the
you see
commentary
Orange
team.
Cassidy push the ref at the end. It looks like he pushes the ref.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he looks all pissy. All right, now we're on to, at least on my screen, a righteous vignette.
Unfortunately, I had to see Jericho. It was a
Uh,
very sad moment. All right, so we got the righteous.
the righteous start digging graves.
Hopefully, we start seeing more of them because, damn it, they are talented as fuck, and I need
Yeah,
them not wasting them.
yeah. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of like these kind of weird, kind of culty factions, but this one I'm here for. I like the righteous so far. I mean,
They just work.
they do. They have a different. They have a slightly different feel than a lot of the other factions that have done it or tried to do it.
And it's like, I guess maybe they were giving them time to potentially grieve because
Oh,
of the Bray Wyatt loss, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. You watch Dynamite on Wednesday, right?
Yes, it is.
What does Adam Copeland have in the box?
IDK. Maybe it's the infamous blue dot that Vince wanted to put over Christian's face.
Oh.
But whatever it is, it made him back up.
Why was did he have the black paint around his eyes just because he was wearing the mask earlier and trying to hide it, or is that like a new look that he's trying to come across with now? Because I didn't really like the whole black circles around his eyes either.
I kind of feel like it's from the luchador mask,
Yeah, that
but
was my thought, but
hold on, the Los Conquistadors mask. Because I remember that
right.
uno and dos, like
Uno and dos. Yep.
just childhood memories. Um, I don't know. It's interesting to see.
I'm curious to see what's in the box when they do this kind of stuff. Often I'm disappointed. I think the payoff often doesn't equal the buildup, but we'll see. Hopefully this time it will. Sometimes it does, but often for me it doesn't.
I I don't really care what's in the box. I'm just kind of hoping that if Mother Wayne gets involved, Edge at least has. I mean, Adam Copeland has at least somebody to neutralize her.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of
Do
tired
you?
of him getting beat
It's
up by a girl.
in some way, shape, or form. Is this it? This I Quit match that they're gonna have? I mean, is this gonna be the end of their feud, and somehow they end up coming together? Or what do you think happens after this next match?
I think I don't think it's going to be the end of the feud. I think it'll be the end of the feud for the rest of the year.
Uh huh.
But I don't think it's like the permanent end of the feud.
We've got to get an Edge and Christian United run again at some point.
We have to get an Adam and Christian.
Right, Adam and Christian run. But I mean,
Um,
I don't know exactly how we get there from here, but we've got to get that at some point.
I would want that against the Hardy Boys, but that would require Jeff to be healthy, and that would require Matt to resign, which I think he will. Um, just because he needs that money.
I'm so torn, like nostalgia wise. Yes, I mean that's the ultimate, like But at the same time, they're all so old and at different points in their career athletically that I just don't know that it could end up being ugly, and I don't really want to see it be ugly and bad.
I think creatively, Matt and Adam can design a match that Christian and Jeff can carry out the bulk of. Because to be quite honest, Christian has the capabilities to pull it off and shit, carry the whole match by himself. But if Jeff is healthy, I think he'll be able to do it. Okay, so we
Skeet
have
Skeet, right? We got Skeet and her brother.
yeah. Okay, so this is like starting to get into like Paul and Katie Burchill territory.
It is a little bit, isn't it? It is a little weird, right? It
I
has a
don't
slight odd feeling to it.
like. If I wanted to see this, like, I would watch. There's other things that I could watch, but in my wrestling, I want to see the up. Okay, okay.
We
Angelo
got
Parker. All right. I don't know where he's not injured no more. All right, he slid right in. All right, so we got Mariah Tony Storm.
Mariah Storm, Tony
It
May.
works for her,
It does.
and I really think, as somebody who likes musicals and things like that, this is very much understudy is coming to take the main spot.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm here for it. I like Mariah May. I like her being the Tony Storm's gear, other gear. I like the two of them together. But yeah, I mean, with the way she treats Mariah May, it's only a matter of time before Mariah gets tired of taking her shit and ends up,
Flipping on.
right, snapping on her and attacking her. I'm sure. Timeless Tony Storm.
Mm. How do you feel about the new CEO? CEO.
I mean, I thought it was okay. I mean, me personally, I like her better as a heel, and I think this came off as kind of a real babyface promo. And I think that her then helping Willow again later in the show, because Willow, even though she's with Stokely, is a babyface. So I clearly, I guess we're getting babyface CEO. Um, I didn't. Her promo was okay. I didn't think it was anything special or spectacular. I've heard a lot of that before from a lot of other wrestlers. I didn't think there was anything overly original or creative, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I like her, so I like the way she talks and her cadence and delivery and all that. I thought it was classic Mercedes Sasha stuff. So I'm not a huge fan, and I'm a middle aged white guy, so call it whatever it is, but I'm not a huge fan of the hair. I just think it's a little too busy myself. I'm not a huge fan when Naomi does it either. But it is what it is. I mean, but I thought it came off okay. What about you? What did you think?
I think that you're a hater on the wig. You're a hater. You congratulate her. You're gonna be a hater. Lace front was lace fronting. Um, I think that if you think that she is a face, then you are foolish. She is very much a heel. I don't understand how many times I gotta tell you people.
Uh,
Cody is a heel.
no,
Cody has
I'm with
been a
that.
heel.
I'm
Hold
with
on.
that.
Mercedes did the same thing that she did to Natalia. It's okay. I'm gonna help you. It's alright. Gonna turn. She can't help it. She and Adam Cole and people like that, they're nice in real life. They're a little bit too nice in real life. So they have to be heels because otherwise it comes off disingenuous because in real life they're nice. Osprey is gonna turn heel soon.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I just I just need y'all to understand when I'm talking about heels, I know how to pick out heels. Like I told y'all that Jay White was gonna turn on them. And I was like, no. And I was like, he's gonna destroy them inside. It's gonna be great. Yes.
No,
And
you
then
definitely called it.
Billy telegraphed it. Billy told y'all as well. Like, don't trust him. Don't trust anybody that has a serial killer face. If he looks 40 and he's barely 30, don't trust him. Girl, why would you get in the ring? That's dumb.
Hassan,
Hello,
Hassan.
Hassan.
I was just gonna say Hassan says what's up. Hip attack time.
I like her gear.
Tony.
I
Yep, the timeless gear that she wears. Yeah,
think I'm gonna make a pair of pants like that.
I like her other gear. I mean, I like the gear Mariah May wears, her original Tony Storm gear. I don't like it as much, but
The Tony Storm gear, like I like the top, but the pants,
oh,
no.
pile driver. Mariah
These just
May's
look
in
like
the
they're gonna give me
ring.
budget.
2, 3. Mariah May gets the pin after Tony Storm hits her with the pile driver. Tony Storm and Mariah May get the win in basically a squash match.
It's pretty darn well. Super proud of that.
Oh, from earlier.
Hmm.
I was like, Hassan says, hi, Dolores, but I was like, what, Dolores isn't here? I think he means from the chat from earlier.
Yeah.
Deanna Barrazzo. She got somebody.
Hold on, I'm not
Thunder
in here.
Rosa.
I'm not
Yeah.
yet. See this
Yeah.
this right here is why I kick you off the screen.
Whatever.
You know what? I'm not mad at it because Tony Storm was running her mouth too.
Yep. No, I'm
So
not
I'm
mad at it. I
not
wouldn't mind a
mad at
tag
it.
team match between these four.
I'm
Mariah May and Tony
not mad at it.
Storm versus whatchamacallit? Thunder Rosa and Deanna Purrazzo. Deanna has the mic talking some shit to Tony Storm.
An Italian and
Bye, Felicia.
All that shit you was talking, Tony,
right?
in real life.
Thunder Rosa is
Yeah.
back. I mean, she's been back, but I just
She coming for you, Tony. You better run from her, homie. Hmm. Okay, do you think that Hook, after Wednesday, will be able to escape the Jericho vortex?
I'm so disappointed just in the development of Hook in general. Like the last three times he's had to speak, he said, "Bet, bet, and let's do it." Or let's make it happen. Whatever he said to Jericho, he had like four words this time that he said, and it still came out clunky and didn't sound right. Like
It didn't sound right to you.
man cannot talk at this point. We have blasted other people that are better than this at this point for being bad on the mic. So we're giving him a real pass. Everybody else giving him a real pass.
I
I
don't
don't want him in
expect
a
the
Jericho
son of
vortex.
Taz to talk a lot. I don't. Taz
No,
didn't
he
talk a
doesn't have to
lot.
talk a
He
lot,
do-
but he's got to be able
Taz
to say
didn't talk a lot
something
until he
though.
got on commentary.
But he's got to be able to say something more than just two words, or at
He
least
has.
make those two words sound good.
He's cut promos.
Yeah, that were not good. That's what I'm saying. Like when he actually the few
I
times
don't expect a lot from Tyler. I'm letting you know I don't expect a lot. But I love this promo from Queen Aminata. Yes, girl. Beat
yeah,
her.
no, I don't want him in the Jericho vortex, and I don't like him with Jericho at all. I don't Lion Hook. I'm not here for that at all. I want Jericho to go away. I understand that he is what he is, and that he's a legend and a Hall of Famer and all those things. But I'm tired of Jericho. I'm ready for him to go away.
I've been
I
tired of
was
Jericho
never
since January 6th, 2021.
I was never a Chris Jericho fan to begin with. I've liked him more in TNA than I ever did before. I've liked him more in AEW than I ever did before, but I still don't like him. I
I
used to I used to actively hate Chris Jericho. Like he used to be one of the guys I actively hated. But
I used to love Jericho. I used to be more of a Jericho mark, but I'm very much tired of Christopher Irvine.
hmm
Um, I think he should really become like a talent scout and focus on those rock and rager um cruises that he does. I've heard they're great. Heard there's a lot of pineapples there, but and if you know, you know. But yeah.
that's funny. Yeah, no, I mean I don't I'm trying to think of anybody that's really come out of the Jericho vortex for
He had the
looking
nerve
better.
to say that he elevated everybody he worked with. And I'm just like, do
Ooh,
you mean you smoked him out or something?
uh, right? Like yeah, you got that. Yeah, you got elevated that way.
Like you
No,
give him
I mean,
some premium strains or something?
I mean, the only way that the only rub you get from being with Jericho is you get to be on screen a lot because Jericho's on TV a lot,
That and you get to be known as the person who beat Jericho.
right?
That's about the only thing. Like it didn't really help accidentally because that drug on too long. They didn't let Eddie Kingston set on fire, which would have been a good thing to do.
I mean,
Um,
and it hasn't helped people that were like in his world either in any particular way. I don't think 2.0, Matt Menard and Angelo Parker are in any way in a better place than they were. The stuff with Sammy
they are
Guevara,
now. They
I
are
don't.
now after they broke away from him.
Right,
But
that's what I mean.
they
After they broke
together.
away from him, right?
Sanson
Exactly,
and Ortiz never got that tag team
exactly.
run like they should have.
Sure. I mean, I don't
Um,
want to put that on Jericho, but they
I
were
will.
always involved in his, in whatever feud
I'll put
thing
it
he
on him
had going on,
because
the inner circle or whatever. I mean, it was like,
I will put it on him because he the tag team opportunities that were supposed to go to them in that faction went to Jericho and another partner because Jericho.
Yeah.
Takeshita versus Commander.
Yep. I was just gonna
And,
say we got Takeshita versus Commander going on.
and Commander is trying his mightiest, but it's Takeshita. So
It is.
apologies, y'all, that I keep moving. And yeah.
Shaking, moving, and grooving.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get in a position where I
That's
can
comfortable
be
at
on
all.
screen. Yeah, I'm semi comfortable. I can be on screen and I don't have to, my feet don't feel like they're going to swell up.
Yep. I think Commander's gotten a little bit better since he's been in AEW.
I think
I think his
Commander, I think working with folks like Takeshita who can handle more than just his high flying offense
right.
and we can have more of a developed match is really good. Takeshita is like super talented. I want to see more of him this year,
Yeah.
but I don't think a lot of people know how to take Takeshita because he can fly. He is a great hybrid wrestler. He's really, really, really good. But I think the MJF feud kind of fucked him over where take the shit up.
Yeah. I mean, I do. I mean, I think there's going to be. I think there's several issues Takeshita has. I think one Takeshita is a name issue that he has. I think the fact that
What's
people
his name?
can turn his name into take a shitta or take a whatever is not good. They should just call him Kanosuke and just cut the Takeshita out. Um, but and I think just by default, when you have a language issue and you have trouble talking to the American crowd, I think it hinders getting over. I just do. I mean, Don Callis talks great and all that, but it's Don Callis and people have their opinions on him, right? We want to hear what Takeshita has to say, but we never get to. So,
I
um,
think Takeshi can speak perfectly well. They just need to let him. And
which may be true.
I think Americans need to get the fuck over accents, like foreign accents, because quite honestly, we have a variety of accents and we understand each other. So
Yeah,
we can get the fuck over somebody else's like damn accent super easily if we want to. Like we can watch motherfuckers be watching anime in Japanese and are perfectly fine. They'll watch hentai in fucking Japanese and be perfectly fine. So you can listen to Takeshita cut a fucking promo in Japanese and be fine. And I take all offense to it if you want to, but it is very hard to get, wrestling fans to be on beat to clap. Kanosuke is not gonna be something that they're
yeah,
they will get. So Takeshita,
right.
like Takeshita, it's easy to do and it has a cadence to it. The motherfuckers can actually go on beat to. They
Yeah,
still off like a motherfucker, but it's not as bad.
yeah. No, I mean it's juvenile and stupid that the name, has any impact at all, or that people even look at it and laugh or think whatever. I mean, but it's true they do. I mean, I don't.
It's because people are stupid and
Yep. No, they
ignorant.
are juvenile, and
And
yeah. No, I
we
mean,
like to make fun of ethnic names, and it's like, bro, your name is bland as hell, like your food. Season it. Give it a, give it some.
I have no problem with accents in any way, shape, or form, as long as you can convey your message. My problem is when you can't convey the message properly. When it's
We don't. You
broken,
just look, Tyler, aka Hook. You just said he's a sucky promo.
he is a sucky promo.
I feel like Takeshi's already better than Hook, so therefore we're a step ahead. And I'll be honest.
I'm trying to think when
I
has
would
Takeshita
rather
spoke really?
he's spoken on like Rampage. In all honesty, I'd rather listen to Takeshita Hook promo battle than listen to Judas one more time.
Well, yeah, I mean that's probably fair. I'm not a big fan of that song either, and I find it quite annoying, especially when the crowd sings the whole thing. But
Sounds like Bushman 2 months.
uh,
Okay,
from his from
hear
his
me out.
perspective, it's
I
got to
got a
be
pitch
pretty
for you.
incredible. Yeah,
I got a pitch for you. Nyla Rose joins Mercedes as like her heavy.
yeah, I don't have a problem with that at all.
If it gets more Nyla Rose on my TV and gets more one liners, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't have any problem with that at all. I think that would be fun. Anything to get Nyla Rose on the TV more. She's been, she's not on main TV almost ever at all. I mean, I know she does Ring of Honor stuff more than that. That's really all
I'm
she's doing at the
still
moment. But
I'm still upset I did not get my I like cake and bonnets shirt. Like that's the shirt.
what'd you think
Well,
about
my
the
surprise.
infantry
Hmm?
getting time on Dynamite this week? Was it
Who?
Dynamite? Yeah, it was Dynamite. The infantry.
Um, I like it. I'm glad that they're on ROH and AEW now. I was gonna
Hmm.
say AOL. Yeah. Um, I
Showing
think
your
that
age.
I think that Sean Dean has been off of the main product long enough that kind of revamped him. And Carly Bravo never really got the opportunity to be on the main
Right.
roster. So it's gonna be really good. Um, then just bringing in Trish will be really good as too. But I think they're kind of coming off as heels, and they
Yeah.
can work both styles. Having actually seen them in person, they are so fucking talented. AEW does not do enough with them.
No, I'm glad to see. I mean, it seems like they've had a steady kind of. I mean, it's been slow, but a steady kind of rise. I mean, they went from being, just kind of taking some losses and becoming a team on Ring of Honor to winning matches and becoming a, kind of a powerful, not a powerful, but a big faction on Ring of Honor, a popular faction on Ring of Honor. And now they've made their way to AEW TV. They took the loss, but they looked good in taking the loss and they were, in the mix challenging for, that was a tag team tournament or tag team tournament match for whatever it is for the vacant tag team titles. So at least they're being thought of in the mix, and so I'm happy with that because I like them.
I think what helped them is going on the indies
Uh huh.
as a team and
Yeah,
doing that.
I agree.
It really helped them. Y'all,
Commander Springboard. Oh
I promise you the show is not boring. I
nope,
just
it's all right.
I'm just a little tired.
Springboard code red from Commander. Commander on the top rope. Rope walk. Back senton or back salt, but
Man,
went right to. Well, that went right to commercial, right mid move. That was a weird spot to go to commercial.
oh, I just Takesha really wrote a whole fucking thesis about professional wrestling.
What do you think about Pac being back?
I am so happy. The most unhappy little human is back.
Yeah, right.
Like
That was cool to see him come out.
he is just like I hate all of y'all except for Penta. I
Right.
like him, but I really don't like you, Okada. I really don't like you.
I didn't quite realize either how small Pac is or how big Okada was until the two of them were standing in the ring together. There's quite a difference in height.
Yeah, Pac is very, very short, but he is very. That's another one that could be in the meat tournament.
Yep.
He is pound for pound probably the strongest person in A. I want to see him and Claudio in like a strength battle.
Right. That
I
would be
just,
fun.
I just Yeah, Pac is just like, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. Like, I want him and Drew in a hater off. I think would be amazing.
right? Yeah, I was definitely happy to see him back.
I just, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoy Pac. Because I've always enjoyed Pac, even when he was Neville. I just hated when they made him wear that damn cape because they made him look
yeah,
like a flying squirrel.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a huge fan of him then, just because I didn't know anything about him prior to that, and that was my only experience with him and with the cape and stuff. I was like, this is dumb, and I didn't like the way WWE packaged him. That wasn't his fault. It made me not like him. So, but when I saw him at AEW, and realized,
I
and then
was
saw
see,
older stuff before that, when he was packed before coming to WWE, I was like, oh shit. So, and obviously since AEW, I've liked him a lot. So,
I had NXT, so yeah.
yep. Nah, he's one of those guys too that like he kind of, I don't want to say he has to be a heel, but the only way he really comes off is grumpy and angry and pissy. Like he doesn't do like I don't think I've ever seen him like happy. like
I have.
Mhm.
He was in NXT and he was Adrian Neville and he was the happy kind of go lucky kind of guy. And then he was Core. I think he was Corey Graves' partner. Once he lost Corey Graves, he became more serious. And then once he won the NXT championship, it was like, this is my precious. You will never win. So that's when he became more disgruntled.
Yeah,
But yeah, disgruntled Pat is always a good Pat.
yep. No, he just has that look and demeanor to him where I'm seeing him as a good guy, or as a just
I
doesn't
just
really work. Like
I think it's like because he kind of comes off. He reminds me of me, where it's like I don't really like people.
yep. No, I'm
I
not a
will
people person either.
tolerate you, but yeah,
Yeah. No, I don't do people really either like that.
I enjoy Pat.
Why are we getting the same? I'm watching the same backstage promo issue with Skeet that we had earlier. Are you seeing the same thing?
Right now I'm on a Warby Parker
Oh,
commercial. I'm still
interesting. I
getting
just saw they just showed literally the same.
and
Uh,
my feed didn't jump to a commercial, so
commercial.
maybe your feed when yours did, maybe your feed is
Oh
off.
shit! My feed went back because now I'm getting Tony Storm coming to the ring.
Yeah,
Somehow the feed I had went back in time. Well, fancy that.
back in time,
Let me see if I can find another feed for the last 15 minutes here.
time again, in time again.
Oh, come on.
15 more minutes before the top of the hour.
Ugh, you stupid piece of doo doo.
Not do do.
Doo doo.
Sound like Major Payne. That do do. Uh,
I am a Damon Wayans fan.
my whole family is funny. Him is the funniest stuff. All right,
What'd you say? Who's the funniest?
Ken.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all pretty funny. I have a hard time judging who I think's the funniest. For me, probably if I had to pick, I would say Damon, but they're all pretty funny.
I say Kim because she can play off all of them
Yeah.
and none of them at the same time.
I got
It's
Roderick
been that
Strong
for
coming to
me.
the ring. Is that what you got?
And I got the acclaimed and not the acclaimed. Top flight. The,
And
the House of Half Black and Undisputed Kingdom.
yeah, that's what I got too.
Undisputed Kingdom is coming down now. What was I gonna say? Uh, I want more from Top Flight and Action Andretti, but I kind of need them to have a cohesive trios name
Hmm.
because Top Flight and Action Andretti is just too long.
It is. It is. It is. It is. But I do like them together. I mean, the three of them have a lot of potential. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, they're very young, but
Yeah.
I need a
If they can all
cohesive.
stay healthy for a while and actually get
Mm,
some time in the ring as a trio under their belts, they
I
can.
just I need a cohesive name.
I agree. I mean, in all reality, like, even though we know it is Dante and Darius Martin, the name Top Flight isn't exclusive to two individuals. Like, you could just call them Top Flight and just not mention Action and Ready separately like that. Like,
Yeah,
just make him a member of Top Flight.
yeah, that would be the easiest thing to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, Top Flight. The name is questionable in and of itself. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's not terrible either. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's perfectly decent. Um, but
I
yeah, I
think
mean, that.
the one caveat is because he's from Philly and Top Flight is from Ohio, which is why you got the flight part in there.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I can think of. Holy crap, I feel so old. Oh no, they're from Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. So maybe it can work out. Hold up.
And again, my feed went back to Roderick Strong coming to the ring. What the fuck is going
Mm.
on here?
Oh, I feel so old. So Action Andretti was born in '98, and he's the
Jesus
oldest
Christ!
member.
Oh
He's
my
the
gosh,
oldest member of that group.
that's terrible.
I feel so old.
I know. I tell me about it. I was already 22.
In '98, I was 7.
Yeah, see, I was already 22 years old. That's why I don't want to hear it.
Well, it's because you're ancient. Okay, so you got Kingdom Hassan. I think so too. Just because they have that cohesive name and they kind of need to rebuild
They have that
before
cohesive
the
name.
loss.
Y'all
Like
can't win because y'all ain't got a name.
it's when you have the cohesive team name, I feel like you tend to win more. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. It provides a little bit more legitimacy and credibility to like creatives actually thinking about you enough to give you a name. Like, okay,
Exactly.
finally, I've got it back. Hopefully, will stay.
Oh shit! So he had kind of like a rolling thunder, and then he just got splatted.
Uh,
Think that's Darius.
yeah, I've got um,
Ooh,
Mike Bennett and I think it's Darius. Yeah, in the ring right now.
like
By process
now.
of elimination, it's not Dante and it's not Accident Ready, so it has to be Darius.
Okay, now is it? Okay, we got a whisper in the wind. Okay, hold on, because I can never tell. Okay, so he has braids now. So yes, that's Darius Martin in the ring. Well, I have Darius in the ring,
Right, I've
pinning
got Darius in the ring with.
pinning Mike Bennett.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little ahead of you because now I got Roderick Strong in the ring after Mike Bennett tapped or tagged out.
Ooh, chops look almost as bad as Pence's.
Oh,
What am I
Oh,
saying? Penta can't. They can't beat Penta on no set.
uh,
Penta is vicious.
yeah. He's one of my favorite wrestlers currently right now. I mean, he's
I love more and more people are getting into Penta.
yep. Oh, Axel Andretti in the ring now with Roderick Strong.
Baby girl, calm down.
She exchange their moves. Andretti pops up.
Oh,
Running shooting star
nice.
press. 1, 2. Taven with the save.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Support. Oh. Ooh.
Uh,
Okay.
these guys are going to fly, all three of them.
See, this is what I like when wrestlers can play off each other.
Right? That was cool.
And they
They
do
did
it
it.
so well.
I like the way they kind of staggered them, too, instead of just all doing it at one time.
Ooh. Okay, take them out, take them out. Oh, backhand spring. Okay. All right. First out is Darius. Then you have Dante in action. And it was Duke.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Dante Martin. Born in 2001.
Jeez Louise.
Like,
You're old.
I know I'm old when I say that, but also the fact that he lived, he's never lived in a world. Well, he barely lived in a world where 9/11 hadn't happened.
Right?
Because I think he was born in March. Like, bro, that world was nice.
Yeah.
Gas was cheap, food was cheap.
Pre 9/11.
Yeah, had a lot more freedom.
A lot more freedom. A lot more freedom for sure, no doubt.
The only thing you had to worry about was Y2K. And you know, once you survived that, you were straight.
I remember we was freaked out about that shit. I mean, I wasn't too terribly concerned just because of whatever, because I don't buy into a lot of that shit. But like, people were freaked the fuck out.
There were people that were freaked out. My mom was kind of freaked out. My dad was just like, if it happened, it happened. Fuck it.
I mean,
It you must just
I
go
wasn't
change
overly
things.
freaked out because like people that I know like that are smart and new computers and that kind of stuff were like nothing's gonna happen. So I take their word for it, and obviously nothing happened. But like the ones that didn't really know or just knew enough to be freaked out, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like, my mom was like, oh, the computers are gonna get messed up. My dad was just like, that don't really impact us. We live in the country. What do
We
you?
live in a country.
This ain't gonna do nothing. We still gonna be able to go to the meat farm, get food. We can still grow stuff. He was like, it's whatever. Like, if you feel like it's it's like the end of the world, pray and keep it moving. My dad is amazing.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
buy into a lot of that, all any of that stuff really. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe there's a lot of shit that goes on that we don't know nothing about, and that there are definitely some what are called conspiracy theories that are probably true. because I don't put anything past our government or other governments or even groups of people that are do weird shit. But like as a general rule, like Y2K, I wasn't like I didn't freak out when it was the end of the Mayan calendar and the world was supposed to end. And you know what I mean? Like yeah, it's been like that several times in my lifetime where big
Whenever
dates so and
like
so supposed to happen. It's like nothing's ever happened.
whenever like the Mayan calendar is ending, I was just like, or hear me out. And I like one of my teachers was freaking out about it. I was like, or hear me out. White people fucked up again. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, who's the group that tends to go into, I don't know, pyramids and, dig up bodies and read the books that say don't read us? And he was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, yeah. It's like, it's not people who look like me or the Mayans. Oh my goodness. But I will say that there have been several things that have been proven to be absolutely correct that people said weren't, like aliens.
Yeah.
Like that's the funniest one to me. The aliens. Like, oh, that's not real, that's not real. And then the documents released. Yeah, I put nothing past um, people who have authority.
I
Um,
don't either. I don't either.
they enjoy
At the same
fucking.
time, I don't think everything is a conspiracy theory either. I mean, I do think some stuff just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
I don't think the Earth is flat.
No, I don't think the Earth is flat either. I don't.
That would be
I'm not a
really
science
weird.
denier in any way, shape, or form. I mean,
That's one thing that's always been like, if the Earth is flat, how do oceans work?
right?
It sunsets and sunrises. How does that work? So yeah, there's that. But
Yeah. No, I don't understand people. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think science is infallible by any stretch of the imagination, but I also don't understand people that are total science deniers either. I mean, you can see shit for your own eyes, like with your own eyes. Like we've seen Earth from space. We know it's round. Like I mean, we're not fucking. We know it's not fucking flat. You know what I mean? Like
I I do have some questions about some other things when it comes to space, but the Earth being round or spherical is not one of them. I'm not AJ Styles.
oh, is he? He's a flat earther. I did not know that. Interesting. It's funny to me because and I don't know anything about AJ Styles, but like it's always weird to me because I do have a couple people whose opinions in my life I respected because we were friends and they're smart people, but they have some weird opinions that I'm like I don't know about you anymore. Like and not that I know anything about AJ Styles, but it's just to be a flat earther just seems like you I don't know. It's weird,
I just don't understand how you're a flat earther and you spent so much time traveling on planes.
right? Exactly.
That's always been my interested thing. Like you've been on a
You've been to
plane.
Japan. You've been to the other side of the planet.
Don't you think if it was a like flat, we could get to Japan a lot faster? Shit.
Ah, all right.
Roderick
Are,
Strong can hit that move out of anywhere.
are you at the end?
Yeah, it's better than a fucking RKO.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, that's yeah. But
Like
yeah,
he
no,
could hit that
it's a good move
backbreaker
for
out
sure.
of he
Yeah,
could hit the backbreaker out of nowhere and get such good height on it.
yeah. No, I agree. I like Roger Strong right now, and he's killing it at the moment. I'm happy to see him finally get a little bit of a push. That's one of the things I like about AEW. I feel like they've given a lot of guys that I think wouldn't have gotten pushes or wouldn't have gotten even TV time in WWE if there had never been an AEW. You know what I'm saying? Like guys that would still be in the independents just because they don't fit that WWE mold and style and look. And AEW has given. That's one thing I can say about Tony Khan. He's brought in a lot of guys that don't necessarily fit that traditional wrestling mold and allowed them to do what they do, and they've thrived. Eddie Kingston being a perfect example of that.
I just think Tony needs to kind of step back from being the booker or the only booker and bring in other talented folks like a Scott D'Amore. I think that would really help, especially your women's division.
That's a good
Um,
idea now that he's free from, or now that he's no longer with Anthem.
so we are at the end of AEW Rampage Friday Night Fights. So yes, please join us again when we come live. Are you gonna be live tomorrow?
I think so. I think that's the plan.
I'm not gonna be here. So join AEW.
I'm hoping Sammy will be here.
Maybe
Talk about it. He
Sammy.
thinks he'll be available. So
Let's see. But until then, ALW, you press the buttons and things.
Okay, you want me to do this
next time? we'll see you next time. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, Joe.
Whoa.